Hi, and welcome to Dank Memes, a Reddit that I have just found. And yeah. Yup. Okay. Memes. Scientists have developed the first telescopic contact lens. This lens is capable of zooming vision up to 6.9 times. This means that for the first time, you can be able to see your pee-pee. Get fucked, tiny penis having bastard, I guess. This is like the horror of memes. Sometimes you're like, is this a thing? Even aside from the meme, is this a thing? Because that's dope as shit. Also, part of me believes it's possible. Maybe? I don't know. I mean, if you think about it, like what do you call it? Like, is it 50 years? Maybe even as small as 20 years. In a 20-year jump, we had iPhones. You know, from cell phones to iPhones. So, it could get crazy real fast. But anyway, the waiter asking me, "Comfortable, sir?" Me trying to explain that I come for food. These Gen Z memes. And I think this might be it. I guess. Yeah. Me going to my 9-to-5 job, realizing these talentless teens make millions more than me. I'm a clown. I love this so much because it's literally like, you could also go on there and do the thing. Because to me, it's not like, again, these talentless teens, if you're so talented, imagine how far you could go. Imagine if you just do some silly little dances, maybe put on some makeup, whatever, and you could have millions of dollars. Most of these people want to kill themselves, okay? Because of just all the fuck up nonsense of the world. Anyways, software engineer pain. I mean, again, why? Why could you not? Also, I don't know if software engineering is talent. It's like a labor of love and force of will, frankly. So I don't know. Also, I don't know, man. To me, I guess to me, whenever I see this stuff, it's always just like, well, then you do it. Like, it's not like, okay, then however long it took you to have your job, just start now doing the one thing, and you'll be good to go. So like, why don't you? And then you're like, and then clearly there's reasons why. Whether it's like, oh, I'm a man, and then it's like, or whatever, right? And you're like, well, fuck, look at some other people who are in the same position. They're dudes. Model what they did. And then maybe you get halfway into it and you're like, fuck, this sucks. Sucks so much. I just need to go to my 9-to-5 job, do what I need to do. I can look at memes in the meantime, in the downtime of whatever I'm doing. That's all in all a pretty chill life versus having to come up with bullshit to say, do, that's entertaining, meaningful. I have to be a puppet on a string, basically constantly dancing for the masses. Like, that's kind of the clown shit that entertainers have to do. Like, every day waking up and having to find a new fucking dance to do would be agony for me personally. So I'm like, I'll figure it out. I'll hopefully figure something out. Hopefully I can make people laugh enough. When you return to a game after a year of major updates, the fuck was that? The fuck is this? The fuck are you? Can't relate. All the games I play are just, they either die or they become something far worse, frankly. Let's do the greatest memes of the year. This might be a mistake because memes age like milk, okay? People who have Reddit but never post nor comment anything. That's a me, baby. That's a me. I do that. Listen. I cannot describe. This is why, like, when I say, hey, thank you for commenting or supporting the video in any way, that is magic, okay? Because the best I could do is I just subscribe and I go to my feed, and then I realize, oh shit, if I don't engage with the videos, the people who I don't watch go away. And then I'm like, oh shit, then I probably should watch the people I enjoy. And then you watch them and you're like, okay, no, I just don't like them anymore. And then you unsubscribe and then it completes the cycle. But point is, I don't know how somebody can write a comment on every social media post, etc. We have a person called Prince in our community. Love you, buddy. Almost every fucking video, there's a comment. Massively helpful for the algorithm, for your boy. Always sweet, also. I see it. I appreciate it immensely. Also, plenty of you who do that. But I just know Prince has been with me forever, and it's like constantly been doing this. Anyways, so to me, as a person who's like, I never comment, I rarely like things because I have my likes public as well. I don't want to like a video because I like 10 minutes of a 50-minute podcast, and then for someone to think, oh, you believe the whole thing of this person in this conversation. I'm like, oh, I gotta have to fucking debate that shit. That's what not being anonymous is, but kind of being anonymous is. Guy, I hunted a women, robs banks, and do drugs. Everyone, what's wrong with you? Guy turns into a rap song. Everyone. Nice. Nice. Wasn't this actually like this is 11 months ago? Wasn't this actually a point of communication? Recently I seen a story about it where, I don't know, man, like, it's a complicated bit of business, but basically they were saying, like, can a person get punished for saying, like, a crime in a rap song? And to me, I was like, I mean, if it's fucking murder and like they like, hey, I killed this person on 77 Ave at this street, bang bang, whatever the fuck the rap could be, and then they go there and they're like, holy shit, this guy was there, he said it in the song, it could be at least used as a way to get to the person, and then he's like, no, I did nothing. You know what I mean? To where I'm like, in that instance, I'm like, yeah, like maybe not used as like the only piece of evidence because people can just posture and say bullshit. But I don't know. To me, I'm also like, it's kind of like one of those things where, I don't know, man. This is like a little bit preachy for me, but like this has been going on forever. Like since the last 6 years, I've noticed it go crazy. But everyone's trying to have their side be right, rather than actually have the best solution, which is usually like, okay, how can your idea fail? This way. Okay, what if we did this to patch those ways of it failing? Cool. And then you do it for the other persons. And then after you've basically kind of tried to tear down each other's ideas, but also build them up, your enemy's idea up, to see if it actually could work. And then you use whichever one works, or maybe even both of them. I don't know. People are nuts. People are nuts. People don't even care about like a better world or a better solution anymore. It's just become so tribal. And I think it's mainly because of shitty social media, and mainly, honestly, I think it's media. As much as I know that's like one of those things for like fake news, I don't know, man. the more I look at like media, like news, the more I'm like, it's just, you're just fucking a parasitic, stoking the embers of hatred so much. Anyways, sorry for the preachy nonsense. Reddit thoughts, posting their content on every possible not safe for work subreddit. Casting a wide net. Honestly, that's one thing. What to me still killed me back in the day. I'm not sure if you guys remember it. Probably, it wasn't that long ago. But when people used to go to comments and be like, hey, by the way, guys, I upload content too. But it was clearly like they didn't even watch the video. Like, people have gotten clever with it where they're actually like, they'll like support the creator, be like, happy that you're feeling well, or you're so funny, or quote the video, and then be like, love from a fellow creator. And that's enough for people to be like, oh, you make content? And then, oh, maybe I'll check this out. If you're supporting my person, I like what you're saying, I'm gonna check you out. And then you do it. But then you start seeing a comment everywhere, and they always end with that shit, and you're like, you're fucking gaming me. You're gaming me, you piece of shit. I don't know. There's like a soft line where like advertising can be enjoyable, and like if you're just trying to like be funny, you're okay. But when you start being like, hey, but by the way, I got some shit going on too, you're like, get away from me. get away from me. My parents in their 20s. Oh, I remember seeing this meme. Me in my 20s making the meme about my parents. I don't know, man. I mean, to counter that a little bit, we are also living in the age of like a person bidding on like an online currency that's becoming a billionaire. I'm just sitting here waiting to be like, can somebody make a better system? Can somebody make a better system which is just like, hey, if you just care, you just give a shit, you provide some value. Because I don't know, shouldn't we want to live in a world where more people can have a place in the world, so we have less people thinking they're like there's no place in this world for me, fucking burn it all down. Life is so hard, I can relate. Oprah and jeez. I kind of go back and forth with this. Well, how do you guys feel about this? Because I know some people, like, they definitely get that feeling. Like, I don't know. To me, it feels like the same, the meme we just seen, where it was like these fucking talentless hags are making $6 million more than me, and I'm so much more worthy of it. And I don't know. They just get this tinge of like, fuck off. And I'm like, I don't know, man. If you could, then do. You know what I mean? Position yourself in a way that gets lucky just like they did. If it's so easy, if it's this or that, you know? Value is assigned based on being able to give value and also being able to create value, essentially. So yeah, I don't know. Now, some people could argue that like sometimes you're living off stolen value. Sure. I mean, we're also wearing shoes that are made by like for $1, so and they cost 20, but we like it because it could cost 50, and no one wants to pay that. So like we're all kind of in a shitty moral nonsense dilemma anyway. I'm making no friends here, I know, but I just thought, I don't know, it's a weird conversation. Students, oh my god, why do schools teach blank subject? Don't they teach us about taxes instead? Students, if this school taught about taxes, yeah, man. But I feel this way. Well, yeah, because that's why I say insert any subject, I guess. Oh no, wait, no, you don't. You say that specifically like social studies instead of taxes. Man, there's so many things in school that, like, if I went back to school now, I think I would crush, because I'm actually genuinely interested in, like, things I wasn't. Like, I was, in your formative years of, like, anywhere from, like, 8 to, like, 18, I just wanted to fucking run. I just wanted to, like, do exercise, do fun things, like, enjoy the other things. And then when you get older, you're kind of like, you know what? If the taxes thing can get me ahead, fuck it, I'll chew through that, and then you chew through it. But if you have no, like, barrier of, like, why something is so important, then you can. That's why I think school should be mostly, like, taught online, to where you can kind of engage with the things that you're trying to engage with, and go about it that way, rather than, like, here's all the shit you need, shove it down your throat, and here's some stupid fucking multilingual bullshit. Here's some stuff about history, but we never talk about what's good or bad about it. We just shove a bunch of dates and names in your throat and try to make it make sense. Let's change it up and go to this month of the most top memes ever. All right, this should give us a barrier. Takes bite of sandwich, the tomato. Fuck it. I'm out. Boom. Boom. Oh, dude, no, this is not. Whenever you're eating anything from like a taco, or eating, what do you call it? Anything that has like a dressing in it, and when you bite it, or ketchup, same thing, it just fucking splats all over your nice clothing. Also, that's like the epitome of hamburgers and hot dogs and shit, or brats or smokies. Fucking love me brats. But anyways, when you go to bite into something and then it just fucking slings out a bunch of like the most staining thing ever, which is mustard or ketchup, and you're just like, what the fuck is happening? What is this? This man is mind melding for sure. What is happening? Dad, it's just a video game. It's not a reason to be mad. Also, Dad, during the sports event, I fucking can't. That boy is cooking, dude. Jesus Christ. That can't be real. As a person who's a Canadian, where sometimes when you get out of the shower, and you had a hot shower or whatever, and you enter into like the freezing thing, you'll have steam coming off of your body, you look like a superhero or some bullshit. But as far as getting mad, everyone gets mad at whatever they want to get mad at. It's just whatever. But I'm not sure about you guys, whenever I play video games, specifically like any sort of like aggressive beat 'em up, like if you're playing like OG Assassin's Creed where you're just seeing Ezio just tear through people, or playing any sort of game where there's like some sort of contact hitting, there's something about me that goes like moves around like an asshole, or like self-dodges or twitches or something like that, which I think is contributed to me not being a fat fuck, because you somehow move and you get a little bit of cardio in when you're gaming. But I end up just like, at the end of me playing, I'm like, why am I fucking sweating? And then I filmed myself playing a video game at various points, and I'm like, oh, it's because I'm a freak who just keeps moving all the time. Teacher, discussing your answer with the person next to you, me and the person next to me. Yeah, I don't know. Dude, to me, I look back at my school thing, and I was always the person who cared about school but was terrible at it. Like, I wanted to do my best, couldn't learn, couldn't memorize shit, no good. Again, I was not in a mental place to be like, I want to intake knowledge. I was like, I want to run full clip all the time, forever. But I also would like a future. I bet on the wrong horse, because I could have just gained a lot of info after I left school. Anyways, people you would always like say, discuss your answer, and basically my friends would have no idea what they've done, and then I would have to explain my answer, and I was just trying to I ended up becoming a surrogate teacher to them, because they would never reply with the right answer, or maybe they just didn't try or whatever, but I was always like, okay, but why is that the case? And then like my teachers, I think, always appreciate it, because I was like a weird surrogate version of that, even though I was terrible, even though I was absolutely the person who always needed help too. But at least I kind of had an idea of what the hell I was doing, because I think it's a good idea to have a baseline understanding for what you're trying to achieve. When Chinese New Year and Black History Month starts on the same day, what's up, Maya? I've seen this meme. I've seen this meme before. Brutal. And the coolest part about this, at least to me, in the context that I seen it, was that in the comment section, a lot of people were like, yeah, which to me, man, I don't know. It's very much best to live in the world where you're like, hey, we don't say that. Just because you can get fucking side-blinded. But there's also people who are like, I don't know, man, if you're just having a good time, you're not trying to be, you're not hateful, then fucking who cares, you know? I think you gotta be real careful. Well, who has the feeling about what? But it's cool to see in comments where people were like, yeah, man, like it's meant to be a term of endearment, a term of friendship and connection, etc. But yes, that was what I seen a lot in the comments. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was r/dank memes, an okay show, or okay, fuck me, an okay Reddit, actually a very good Reddit, especially when we sorted by month. That was way more like, okay, now we're in like partial relevancy, you know, not like middle of the year kind of vibe. Anywho. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for putting out with me. This was a lovely Reddit. Hopefully we'll come back again. And yes, thank you kindly again. And also we stream a lot, so hopefully I can see you there. We also do stuff like this, looking at Reddits and memes, specifically on Saturday, over at twitch.tv, together, right here. We also talk a lot though, and sometimes don't get to the memes because we're talking about random existential shit. But anyway, hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully I can see you again, and goodbye.